What's happening, people? I hope everyone's well. I was wanting to do a little video quick, just for those that have been messaging me and stuff, just a little update. So I was in court Monday. So obviously I was going there with all intentions of, obviously I'd seen my solicitor prior, and I was going there with all intentions of saying not guilty all the way. Obviously I would have said guilty for having possession of a Class A, but for everything else I was going not guilty. So I get to court an hour early, like I was asked to. I met a barrister, we went into her office, and things weren't quite as plain sailing as I thought they was going to be, or I was under the, whatever the word is, that, I was under the idea of how it would be. So basically he said if I go in there, because they've got so much evidence, they had something like 160 pages of text messages. Obviously they had the body cam of me being arrested, so on and so forth. He said if I go in there and say not guilty to, basically, I'm trying to think the best way to explain it. So basically, he's asked for more time, and so basically he said to me, if I go in there and say not guilty, and I get found guilty, he said the category that it will fall in, the higher category, I won't be able to get a suspended sentence. So no matter what, he said I would have to serve a custodial sentence. So if I go in guilty, firstly it takes 25% off, he said, and then with all of my progression of how obviously now I've come off the drugs, I'm a better person, I've turned my life around, I'm now in a new flat, I've got my dog, I've got a lot of support behind me from the Addiction Recovery Centre, I've got a mental health personal coach, like he's allocated to me, so he deals with me seeing my psychiatrist and my medication and stuff. So I had to say guilty. So he dropped it from 1 and 2 account, the first 2 accounts of which was the to supply. He's asked for that to be pushed back. So there was category 3 and 4, which was possession of. Firstly, I'd say guilty to obviously having crack, and secondly for saying I had in possession heroin. So the judge basically said how it was going to play out. I'll go back on the 26th. Maybe I'll be able to do this one on Skype. They said, or not Skype, what's it called now, Zoom. Because basically it's just to say what way that the court's deciding to take it, because obviously they're now going to check that everything I'm saying is true about my psychiatrist, my key workers and coach workers and all that kind of stuff. So I may not have to go to court on the 26th. We may be able to do it by Zoom thing. So because of obviously how well everything's going, the judge was happy to extend my unconditional bail, which, for a heartbeat when I was in there, and my mum and dad was obviously probably thinking the exact same, that this is about to go seriously wrong. But the judge was in a good mood, I guess that's the only way I can put it. So she extended my unconditional bail. My barrister just said now he's going to obviously go through my stuff with a fine tooth comb, and we're hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as they don't, well, there is evidence, but as long as they can't prove that the evidence there is me, even though obviously it's my phone, but obviously I gave permission for people to use my phone. I was a heroin addict, so you know I was one of the only people that always had credit. So you know, you see where I'm going with this, so I don't have to say anymore. So yeah, so either way, hopefully when I go for sentencing, I will get a suspended sentence, because I said guilty to counts 3 and 4, which was obviously, like I just said, the drug itself. As for the possession with intent to supply, that's what they're now going to dig through and see if they can actually pin it on me 100%. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So yeah, things wasn't as plain sailing and as smooth running as I thought they was going to be, but on another hand, I've held myself together. Yesterday I had a very down day. Felt really funny yesterday, like really unsettled and a bit messed up yesterday. So I just messaged Nicola, like my key worker. I asked, she's fucking brilliant, this woman, honestly. And she just said, look, back when she, 16 years ago, when, she's clean now, but 16 years, but 16 years ago and before that, she said she remembers times when she was in court and, she for it's normal to crash for a few days after that. So obviously I haven't turned back to drugs, like, I don't mean crash like that, I haven't turned back to drugs, but my body just, don't know, man, like, because obviously, like I keep saying to people, I'm not used to making any decisions like without having drugs in me. And now, like I was just speaking to my coach worker a minute ago, and now he's back off of leave. I'm meeting up with him next Wednesday. My head's going. Sorry, my head's just, I'm just trying to think of so much at all one time. Where obviously drugs just controlled everything. Now I'm doing things and I don't know how long this strength's gonna last, or how I'm dealing with this still. Why haven't I crashed? Why haven't I relapsed? Where's this strength come from? Come on. Just someone's walking behind us, so I just turn around. And he's going to help explain that to me. He said it's perfectly normal to feel the way I do, because obviously I'm searching for answers. I'm trying to find answers. And he said, as much as it's frustrating and difficult, he said it's a very good thing. He said that you're at this stage in your life now where, you're off the drugs and you're naturally wanting to find the right answers, the where do I go, the how do I do it, why haven't I crashed, why am I in control? Obviously I'm having my down days, and that's all part of having PTSD and stuff. And now obviously I've been told I have ADHD, which I had as a child. I know it sounds silly, I thought you kind of grew out of ADHD. I didn't realise you could have ADHD as an adult, and I don't mean to sound like I'm stupid, but I genuinely, and a lot of people have said the same, I thought ADHD was just for children, but it's not. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm seeing my key worker from ARC tomorrow, 4 o'clock. So I think she's brilliant. I can really talk to her. Like, it's basically, she's probably like her and my mum are the only people I know I can open up to and understand. Really, it's not, but yeah, I've got that at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And what else is going on? I think that's about it. I'm seeing my mental health coach worker Wednesday, like next Wednesday. He's coming to meet me at the McDonald's across the road from where I live. He was going to come to my flat, but I said, look, I've got a 10-month-old German Shepherd. We're not going to have any peace and quiet. And when you leave, you're going to be a furball, like even when my mum and dad come round, they always message and just say, like, we're just getting in our Charlie clothes, because they just know that they're going to get covered in hair. Bless her. Long-haired German Shepherds are gorgeous, but it comes with a few pains in the arse, I'll tell you that much. Get hair in places you didn't know if I could get. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So again, thank you to all the people that have asked and dropped me messages and comments. If I have missed any, it's not me being rude or anything like that. It's just, it's been while I'm on the move and I've forgotten or I've, but this is me now just saying, to a couple of people that have dropped comments and stuff that I haven't got back to. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best as well. Love to everybody, that's continuously offering me support. And yeah, if in any way anybody has any questions or you need help yourself, just give me a shout. And I'll do my best to answer any questions. Obviously I'm not medically trained or anything like that, but I've been through a hell of a lot in life, from child abuse to, being bullied, to being in the army, to going to Iraq, to Afghanistan, to leaving the army, to, I've been around the block, so I can help with a bit of guidance on a majority of things. But like I said, feel free to drop a message anytime. But love and support to you all. Take care. God bless.